Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So as you guys might know, I'm the resident LEGO Minecraft expert here on YouTube, and I thought, hey, why not use my powers for good? So I've decided to examine the history of LEGO Minecraft through the years, and use the knowledge we acquired to predict what the 2025 January LEGO Minecraft wave will be. So join me as we take a trip down memory lane and then one to the future. LEGO Minecraft sets from 2013 to about 2019 were very different to what they are now in the 2020s. The Minecraft line actually started with 3 microworld sets, the Village, the Nether, and the End, which was a completely different direction that the line could have eventually evolved into. Throughout these years, we got quite a few sets based on naturally spawning structures in the world, such as the Cave, the Dungeon, the Nether Fortress, the End Portal, the Witch Hut, the Jungle Temple, the Ocean Monument, and the Polar Igloo. It also seems that we used to get much bigger sets back then, like the Mine in 2014, the Village and the Fortress in 2016, and the Mountain Cave and the Ocean Monument in 2017. The closest thing to that recently was the Llama Village in 2022, which, to be fair, is the 3rd biggest Minecraft set ever, but we don't get many as big as that anymore. The LEGO Minecraft line also had a stronger focus on the humble beginnings of Minecraft in the first couple of years, with sets such as the Farm and the First Night in 2014, the Iron Golem in 2016, and the Zombie Cave in 2018. The designers also tried to cover as many biomes as possible during those years, doing this through sets like the Desert Outpost in 2015, and the Mushroom Island and the Ice Spikes in 2017. And as simpler set ideas started to run out throughout the 2010s, the sets started becoming increasingly player-focused, featuring more and more player-built structures such as the Snow Hideout in 2015, the Waterfall Base in 2017, the Skeleton Attack and the Farm Cottage in 2018, and the Pirate Ship Adventure in 2019. This trend progresses into the 2020s, as we'll see later in this video. But player bases and artificial builds weren't the only type of set that carried over into what we now know as Minecraft sets. 2014's The Ender Dragon was the first of only 3 sets based off of the End, the last one having been the End Arena last year, so another End set would be a nice inclusion in 2025's wave. Sets that are based on the underground side of Minecraft have always been prominent since 2013 and continue to be to this day, so an underground set is essential for our wave. The first crafting box was released in 2014, and there has been a new one every 3 years since then. The next one is set to release in 2026, meaning the crafting box 5.0 won't be featured in our wave. The first Nether set, the Nether Fortress, came out in 2015, and since then there has been another set every year except for 2020 and 2023. We definitely need another set in our 2025 wave. In 2018, the Melon Farm and the Nether Fight came out, both priced at $14.99 USD, and they planted the seeds for what eventually grew into the yearly $10 Minecraft set starting from 2020. 2018 also saw the introduction of mob houses in the form of the Chicken Coop, which was soon followed up by the Wolf Farm in 2019, and nowadays a mob house is a must for a Minecraft wave. 2020 is the year where patterns in the LEGO Minecraft line started to form and solidify. It saw the introduction of the Minecraft Polybag, which in my opinion is almost as good as the $10 sets. And speaking of $10 sets, we finally got our first one, the Taiga Adventure. 2020 gave us 2 more Big Fig sets, a sub-theme that started in 2019 and ended in 2020. I personally think they looked pretty good, but the more traditional sets are better in my opinion. We got a semi-player based set with the Panda Nursery, as well as 2 naturally spawning structure sets, which were the Pillager Outpost and the Illager Raid. This seems like a lot of naturally spawning structure based sets in one wave, considering there are less and less of them. It also seems weird that 2 of the 3 times we've gotten pillagers in sets were shoved into the same wave. The June 2020 wave also gave us our first Minecraft Dungeon set and the Crafting Box 3.0. 2020 also had a smaller December wave, which gave us the Trading Post, the Bee Farm, and the Abandoned Mine. Interestingly, all 3 of these sets are once again more grounded in the game itself rather than what players can build within it. It seems like 2020 was a bit of an anomaly because it's more similar to older waves and is missing important sets like mob houses, nether sets, and player-built structure sets. In 2021, we saw the introduction of foil packs, which were released again in 2022 and 2023, but not in 2024, so we're going to ignore them for our 2025 wave. We once again get another poly bag, as well as our second $10 set, the Coral Reef. We get 3 player-built structure sets, which are the Horse Stable, the Sky Tower, and the Modern Treehouse. This year made up for 2020's lack of another set by including the Warped Forest and the Ruined Portal, which is half overworld and half nether. We get another Minecraft Dungeon set, this time the Jungle Abomination, and we also continue the trend of mob houses with the Pig House. Lastly, we also keep the underground sub-theme alive with set 21169, the First Adventure. Struck me like a chord. Another polybag, another $10 set, an overpriced player-built structure set, but man is that Snow Villager cool. This year we got 2 mob houses, the Fox Lodge and the Rabbit Ranch. Both are super cool, but I think the Fox Lodge takes the W. Sort of naturally spawning structure set, which is one of my favorites of the entire line. We got the Mushroom House, which is a player-built structure set, but at the same time feels natural. I really like this one. We got our yearly Nether set, which I think may be the best one out there. Of course, we have the mandatory underground set. The Skeleton Dungeon is absolutely amazing and doubles as a skeleton battle pack. Surprisingly, we get a decently sized naturally spawning structure structure set, which is the Abandoned Village. This one's absolutely fantastic. There's 3 more player-built structure sets. None of them seem all that interesting. And lastly, the standout of 2022 is the Llama Village, the 3rd biggest Minecraft set and probably one of the best ever made. Counting this one, 2022 had an all-time high of 3 mob houses. Next up in 2023, we got yet another polybag. This one's quite possibly the best one. And we also got what is my favorite of the $10 sets, the Swamp Adventure. There's our resident mob houses, this time being one for the axolotl, which comes with the dolphin, another being for the bee, which also has great value, and a 3rd one for the panda, which is also super cool. There's also the pumpkin house, which has a similar concept to mob houses, and this one's really cool because it gives us the return of the witch, as well as the first time we get the gray frog. We get the end arena, which is not only the 3rd ever end set, but also ties into the skull arena from 2018. In terms of player built structure sets, we only get the sword outpost, which is a strangely low count, but the quality of the set more than makes up for this. Instead, we get 2 naturally spawning structure sets, these being the Frozen Peaks and the Deep Dark Battle, and both of these are great. Once again, we get the triannual crafting box, this time the 4.0, and lastly, as the biggest set of the year, we have the Iron Golem Fortress, which definitely falls short of the Llama Village. At the time of making this video, there's no information on the 2024 summer wave of Minecraft sets, so I can only talk about the January wave. Once again, we get a polybag and a $10 set. We get 2 mob houses, these being the Frog House and the Turtle Beach House, the latter being miles better than the former. We also get our yearly Nether set, which sees the revamping of the Hoglin, which I think was for the better. 2024 gave us the return of the Minecraft Dungeon sets, which are always an enigma to me. And lastly, there are 2 player-built structure sets, which are the Armory and the Animal Sanctuary. This wave is missing naturally spawning structure sets, so I'm hoping the summer wave will bring us 1 or 2. Now that we've looked through the entire history of LEGO Minecraft sets, here's what our wave needs: a polybag, a $10 set, a Nether set, an end set, an underground set, a mob house, a player built structure set, and a naturally spawning structure set. And now that we have a vague outline of what the 8 sets in our January 2025 wave need to be like, it's time for me to do some more research, some planning, and concoct this wave. After a few weeks of cooking, here's my pitch for the January 2025 LEGO Minecraft wave. This is the polybag of the wave. It would retail for $5 USD and would come with Steve with a spyglass, a parrot, and a zombie. It would also include a small jungle tree build. The $10 set of the wave is the same one that I designed in the last video, so go watch that if you want an in-depth look at how I designed it. The set comes with Alex with a crossbow, an enchanted helmet, and a torch, a skeleton with a bow, an armadillo, and a baby pig. It's set in the savannah and has a TNT explosion play feature. Our Nether set of the wave is smaller since we haven't gotten an in-game Nether update in a while, and almost every biome and structure has already been made into a set. The main build would be a Netherrack cave section with some glowstone and gold nugget ore, and of course some ancient debris. There would be a small crimson forest section above it with a lava waterfall leading into a small lava pool. The mobs in the set would be a player skin with some gold armor and a shield, a skeleton with a bow, a strider, and a zombie pigman. This set would ideally retail for around $25 USD. Next up is our end set, and we're finally doing the end justice with what I think is a pretty cool set. The end ship is exactly what it sounds like, an end ship. It would be a build of the ship with a small terrain section with some chorus plants. The set would come with a chest with some diamond loot and the famous ender dragon head. It would have a player skin with the famous elytra and a diamond sword, 2 shulkers with some extra shells to build shulker boxes. The set would also come with an enderman. The ship would have a few blocks that allow you to shoot the shulker thingies at the player. This one would probably retail for $25 to $30 USD. Coming in at number 5 is our underground set. I'm calling this one the Diamond Hunt. The main build of the set would be a section of a cave built out of deep slate with a waterfall and a lava pool. There would be some redstone and iron ores scattered around, as well as some obsidian blocks. There would also be a few diamond ore blocks, hence the name of the set. There's a small above ground section with a tree or something, and the mobs in the set would be a player skin with iron armor and a diamond pickaxe, a creeper, and a bat. This set would also see the return of the silverfish. There's also a crafting table somewhere, and the play feature of the set is the ability to blow up the diamonds in the cave, thanks to the creeper. Ideally, this one would retail for around $20 USD. For our mob house, I've decided to switch things up a bit and came up with the villager house. This one would basically be a build of a giant villager sitting on a grassy base. It would have an open back so you can access some rooms on the inside. The eyes would serve as windows, and inside there would be 3 floors, 2 inside the body and 1 inside the head. The first floor would have a smoker with some brick blocks around it, some carpet, and a crafting table. It would also have an item frame on the wall. The second floor would have 2 beds with a bedside table with the frog light on it. There would also be some carpet on the floor and a painting on the wall. Lastly, the third floor has a table with a brewing stand on it and a potted plant. There would also be a chest with some potions and an anvil. I know these interiors are somewhat bare, but that's tradition in the Minecraft line. The mobs in this set would be a player skin with an emerald and netherite armor, a regular villager, a farmer villager, a cat, an iron golem, and a zombie villager. This one would retail for $50 to $60 USD. As our second to last set, I'm tackling the player-built structure set, and I'm calling this one the Cherry Cottage. It's a simple house design built using cherry logs, stairs, and birch planks. The interior has a table with some potted flowers, some shears, a bed, and a furnace. There's also a lightning rod on the roof. The mobs of this set would be a player skin with some bread and leather armor, a dog, and a zombie. This set would also see the introduction of the Lego Sniffer, which was released last year in the 1.20 update, along with a cherry grove biome. Outside, there would be a cherry tree with some petals on the floor like in the game, and a sniffer egg, which could be a printed player head. This set would probably retail for around $30 USD. And lastly, we have our naturally spawning structure set. I've chosen to go for one that hasn't been done before, the Ocean Ruins. The main build of the set would be an ocean ruin built out of sandstone and granite. There would be a chest with a buried treasure map and a heart of the sea. There would also be some magma blocks on the ground and some kelp growing around it. The mobs of the set would be 2 drowns, one with a trident and one with a heart of the sea, and a player skin with a fishing rod and a boat. This set would also see the return of the pufferfish in bloated form. The play feature of this set would be the ability to shoot a trident using some blocks in the ocean ruin structure. This set would hopefully retail for $20 to $25 USD. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my pitch for the January 2025 wave of Lego Minecraft sets. I would 100% buy these sets if I saw them on shelves, so let's hope Lego sees this. And now, a word from our sponsors.
If you want these sets to actually be made, like and subscribe, help get this video out there, and comment down below with what you want to see next. Oh my god!